Junkie Joe will give you, for every card you have with the gear symbol on it, you'll get 1 victory point. Any card built after him, he's been placed. Courier gives you 3 negotiation. Okay. The archive, if you send a worker there and you spend a worker, you will get a victory point. Okay. Ironville will, if you send a worker there, you discard a card, you get a gear. And the school will give you a child, a worker every round. Okay. And the buildings have a range of 1. Well, that's what schools do.
Yeah, they give you a child.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a school. Junkie Joe goes away. Nobody wanted the Junkie Joe, huh? Okay, now we go into production.
Okay.
To Rick. Universal. Gun. 1. 2 guns. Universal range. Fuel. And I get a card. And then 3 workers. And Jennifer's up. Oh, you didn't even give me my faction tokens back. Oh, what you gonna do, Jennifer?
Move everything on the table.
You discard this?
Yes, I discard that.
For 2 points and a card?
Yes, and I have to take my other fuel here. Oh. And my 2 here. I'm going to conquest this.
2 conquests?
I'm going to conquest this.
Okay. I'm going to discard this gun token. This gun contract. Okay.
What did you do? You changed something that was on here?
I discarded 1 from my base.
Oh.
It's a free action. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So now I am going to spend a worker. I'm going to send them to my warehouse, and I am going to send a brick to the warehouse. Jennifer, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to build something. I'm going to build my convoy.
Build your convoy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll spend 2 gears to do. And it has the gas symbol, so I'm going to get another
victory point?
Yeah.
And that's all she can do on that card.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I am going to use Sharash's Universal token here. I'm going to trade in for an incorporation token. I'm going to build a school with it. Okay, it's got a range of 1. So right away, I get a child.
A worker.
I got a child worker. They don't believe in child labor laws in the Hiroshima Hex universe, apparently. Jennifer, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to trade 2 workers and get a brick.
Okay. Now I'm going to send this young child I just got from school, and I'm going to send them over to the police station, and I'm going to trade in a gun and get a victory point. Jennifer, you then.
Okay, I'm going to rebuild with my brick. They both have a star card symbol on it, so I can take these. Now, there's 3 on there. I'm just going to dump them. Oops.
You take 1.
And take one that says 3.
All right.
Then I'm also going to take one that says 2 because I'm rebuilding.
All right.
And I will replace it with this card here.
All right, so now I'm going to take 2 workers here. I'm going to send them to the police station. I already sent 1 worker, so now I got to send 2. And I'm going to spend one of my guns here and get another victory point, which maxes out the police station, with the victory points.
Guess I will build something. Well, you know what? I will give you a worker, use your pub, and draw a card.
Okay. Thanks, Jen.
Sure, baby. Anytime.
Alright, I am going to spend a brick. And I am going to demolish the police station with... I'm going to rebuild it with a gun... Not a gunsmith. With a gun trader. Okay, so he had 3 points on him. Gives me 3 points. Plus another 2 for rebuilding it. Okay, and he gets discarded. Jennifer, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to spend my tunnels card.
Your tunnels?
And build this guy here. The oil trader, which if I spend a gasoline token and a worker, I can get a victory point.
Okay. Jen, you sure you don't want to go to Shirash here with a worker?
Honey, I gave you my worker over there. He's... Oh no, you spent a worker. I gave you a worker already.
Alright, need another worker. Alright, oh, because I built the gun trader. I almost forgot. He gets a victory point. And then he gets a gun. And, yeah, that was it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade in my universal token here for a fuel. And then I'm going to spend that fuel on another fuel. And I'm going to make a contract with the old library so I can get more child labor. Next round, during the production phase. Jennifer, it is your turn.
There's not going to be next round. But here you go. I'm going to trade in 2 cards.
Cocky.
Take a card.
Okay. Alright, what do you mean there's not going to be next round?
Oh, did I say that out loud?
You want to beat me at this game now?
Yes.
Alright, what do you got there?
That you can buy?
Yeah, fuel.
One
range, yeah,
or 2 for red, a fuel.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna trade in 2 cards. Take a card. Jennifer, you're up.
Okay, well then I'm going to I can just take a card out of there. If not, does it count?
You could just discard one as a free action.
Okay, fine. I will discard. Oh gosh, which one? I'll discard this one.
Okay, so she's discarding a card from her base as a free action, and then
I'm
gonna spend the fuel and negotiate. What card is that?
That is the hideout.
The hideout, and that'll allow her to have 6 cards on there instead of 3. So she's actually just getting 5 cards.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to pass.
Okay, I pass also.
Okay, I'm gonna, before we get into the points, I'm gonna trade some of these tokens in so it's not as. Okay, ready?
19, 20, 21, 2,
8, 11,
17, 29, 30, 31.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Did you count 3 on it?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 19, 23, 27.
We don't ever have to play this again.
I hate you.
I know.
Okay, folks, so Jen has 31 points. Another game I'm never going to win. So that was 51st State stay tuned for our final thoughts.
Get gaming and have fun.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the playthrough video with Jen and I. Now we are going to talk about 51st State, okay? This is our final thoughts. Now, let's do the bad first. Well, what do you dislike about the game, Jennifer?
I disliked it at first because I thought I understood it and then I didn't, and then you kept saying, no, you're doing that wrong, we're doing that wrong. And I was probably tired and it got on my nerves, so I didn't like it.
Okay, yeah, there was a little confusion with the rule book. That happens with any first game we have, though. That was actually the first and second game. I think it was the third game where we finally got it down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I forgot. Jen stand-in isn't here, so she's going to be using this stand-in.
My cell phone.
Which is her cell phone. She's a Mike Wazowski nut.
I love Mike Wazowski.
Alright. Is that all you dislike about the game?
Yeah, I hate to tell you this, but I like the game.
Yeah, I figured you would. It's an engine builder. Now, for me, there's a couple things I don't like about the game. Now, I think it is a good game, but first, I just want to get the bad stuff out of the way. First, I don't like the tokens. They're a little too small, okay? And I believe they fixed that in a standalone expansion, which I'll discuss in a couple minutes. Second is the back of the box is the track for the points. I do not like that. You know, it's easy to knock them off and slide them around, stuff like that.
There's a fix for that.
Yeah, as you've seen in the video, I printed out something off of Board Game Geek. I got it on a file. I'll leave a link below for that. Other than that, I don't think there's really too much of the bad stuff. Oh, the player interaction. There's not a ton of it in this game. There is one card where you can steal a resource off of the other players, and then there's, you know, the workers. If you can give another player the worker and then use their resource on certain cards. But other than that, there's not a ton of interaction. All right, but that's enough of the bad stuff. Let's get into the good stuff. What about the good stuff do you like, Jen? What good
I
do you
finally figured it out and can kick your butt.
Yes, she has won the last 2 games. In this video, we'll use 2 of the easier factions, I think. I think the mutants are the toughest.
I have played with all of them.
Yeah.
So I have tried them.
Yeah, it's either the mutants or New York that is the toughest because of the, you know, playing cards. It's
the cost of playing cards
the cost of what do they call it? The brown.
Resources.
No, the brown.
Oh, building. The incorporation.
With New York, it's really tough to incorporate because, if I remember right, it costs a lot of resources to do it, and then it's only like a 1 range. So.
Well, that one that you did too today, I think that's high cost because you got to pay a brick and waste a card. So when I played that faction on a previous game, I didn't really have any cards because I had to spend them all to build something. Yeah.
Yeah. Each faction has their own pros and cons.
Yeah.
Now, well, what did you like about the game? Is it the engine building or?
Yeah, I like that. I guess the theme it doesn't really. No, I'm not either here or there with the theme.
Okay.
I guess just the object of the game. Once I finally understood it, I like it. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Well, I figure generally. I like resource building. You know, generating engine building. I couldn't think of it. I like engine building games. I believe Jen does too. And Suburbia is like that. You know,
okay.
Splendor, where you know you got to build up slowly. I think this game is very thematic if you think about it. You know, it's There's no flavor text or anything like that, but one of my favorite cards is that the leader that gives you 2 guns, and then if you want to replace him, he uses his own gun to shoot himself, and then you replace him with another leader. I can't remember the name of the leader right now, though.
Call somebody, or...
Huh?
Well, give me the box. I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, Tommy the Gun.
Tommy the Gun. Tommy the Gun. I couldn't think of the name. Jen just looked it up. Yes, Tommy the Gun. You know, he'll give you 2 guns that you can keep there throughout the game until you get rid of the card. You know, until you pick a new leader, and then he takes the gun and shoots himself in the head. So, like I said, the theme's there. You just got to think about it a little bit. You know, there's certain other card combinations that are pretty cool in the game, you know, and that's what a lot of the game is. Like, in this game, you saw I had one card that would generate guns for every card that had the symbol of gun on it, and then I had another card that if I placed a worker there, I could spend the gun and then collect a victory point. I actually had 2 cards like that, so that combination worked out. And there's other types of combinations in the deck that, you know, you got to figure out how to use them best and stuff like that. I like that you have to decide on what you want to do with each card. There's 3 different ways you could play each of the location cards. I like that, you know, so you're constantly thinking about what you want to do with each card.
That is a little difficult sometimes, because you have your hand and you have the card like, okay, I want to do this. Now, if there's something that I'm planning to do with the blue side, that's easy. I can flip it upside down in my hand and then try to keep track of it then. But sometimes I'm like, wait, did I want to build that, or did I want to use the red and you know, conquer it?
Right.
So you got to keep track.
Yeah, and I do like that, you know, you can use the blue side and generate that resource every round, or the red side, and it's like a one and done deal where you just get a bunch of resources at once, or points.
Yeah.
Or cards sometimes, you know. And then you could also use the location, and they have different abilities depending on what symbols are on the cards. Now that is one negative thing I forgot to mention that. There are a lot of symbols to get used to in the game before you get started. But once you get the hang of that, I think anybody could pick it up once you know what the symbols are. And they're pretty intuitive, I think.
Well, once you get the initial directions, because I constantly keep the rule book near me, because in the back there is the whole
legend,
2 pages of what the symbols mean.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, there's a legend of that. Yeah, so I think that's the hardest part about learning the game, is getting all these symbols down. Now, I've heard other people compare to Race to the Galaxy. We have the game. We haven't played it together yet. I think I played it once, if I remember right. And that's another thing. It's got a ton of symbols in it. So I don't know if it's like that or not. I don't remember the gameplay if I did play it. So I can't comment on that. You know.
What do some people say that? Oh, yeah.
It's got a similar feel to Race Through the Galaxy, or Race for the Galaxy.
Okay.
That's a deck builder instead of this, which I don't think is. I think this is more an engine builder than a deck builder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else, Jennifer?
Do you like the artwork?
Yeah, I do. The artwork is pretty cool. I don't know how you feel about that.
It's alright.
You know, the components are decent. Other than, like I said, the tokens are a little too small, I think.
Yeah, they're small, but I mean, it's nice quality of everything.
Yeah, there are. Now, there are several expansions. This is an older game. It was in 2010, I believe, that it was made. This is the first of a series. There's a standalone expansion called New Era, which fixes some of the issues with interaction. From what I hear, there is an expansion for both of them that come in one box called Winter. Okay, that expands both 51st State and New Era. And then there is another combined expansion called Ruins, which will expand 51st State and New Era. Now, I haven't played any of the expansions. I do have Ruins coming. Okay. Now, like I said, I usually don't do a game that you cannot get on, buy. However, this game is a little tough to find. But right now, Board Game Geek has it on sale for $15. You can also get it through Portal's website, and
or you can go to Poland.
Or you could go to Poland. Now I talked to Ignacy. There's an interview. If you missed that, go through the channel. It's on there. But I interviewed him, and he's talking about doing a big box with all of the expansions included in this box. 51st State, New Era, Winter, and then I believe Realms. And there's a big hotness of Imperial Settlers, okay, which is based off of this. It's not the same exact game. We do have it coming. It'll be here next week, I believe. So you should be expecting a run through of that, I'm sure. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Once I play it, I'll let you know what I think about it, and then you can see how it's played. So yeah, that's 51st State. I think it's a cool engine builder, and there's a lot of replayability each time. Not only are the factions different, you get a different faction each time, and there's only 4 in the game, and I think New Era adds a 5th one, or Winter actually might add a 5th one, and then New Era has their own separate ones from what I understand. But anyway, not only do you get different factions, but you get different card combinations depending on what cards come out each round. And what your starting cards are and stuff like that. So I do believe there's a lot of replayability in it.
Am I distracting you yet?
No. Anything else, Jennifer?
No.
No.
I like it. We don't have to play it anymore though, because I won.
You won twice, so you don't have to play anymore. Yeah, she does like it. She normally doesn't say that, but she was you were a little off-putting by whether you want to play it or not.
Because I didn't. Because I was annoyed with it at first.
Yeah, she does get annoyed with the rules.
Get cranky sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Check it out. 51st State. If it's something you're interested in, play with your group, go out and buy it, whatever you choose to do. Hope this got the feel of the game across. Like, that's the reason for the videos. So that's pretty much it.
Get gaming and have fun.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.